Imagine standing at a crossroads and choosing to go left. It feels like a conscious decision. You believe you weighed the options, made a choice, and then acted. But what if your brain had already started making that decision before you became aware of it? This unsettling possibility has fascinated neuroscientists for decades. Research suggests that the brain often begins preparing actions moments before conscious awareness catches up. In other words, the decision-making process may start behind the scenes long before the voice in your head announces the final answer. Imagine Alex walking through a crowded street. A cyclist suddenly changes direction before a child steps into the road. At first glance, it looks like luck. But in reality, the cyclist's brain was constantly collecting tiny pieces of information and predicting what might happen next. Much of human behavior operates this way. Alex became curious and started paying attention to his own decisions. He tried a simple experiment. He would randomly choose left or right while walking. Again and again, he noticed something strange. His body often leaned in one direction before he consciously made the choice. It felt as if the decision had already begun. Most of our lives are controlled by automatic systems. Habits, memories, emotions, routines, and subconscious predictions influence countless actions every day. You don't consciously calculate every step when walking. You don't carefully analyze every facial expression before reacting. Your brain handles most of the workload automatically. At first, this realization can feel disturbing. It can seem as though free will is an illusion, and that you're simply watching a pre-written script unfold. But the reality is more complicated. Awareness changes everything. When you become aware of your automatic behaviors, you gain the ability to influence them. You may not control every impulse that appears in your mind, but you can control how you respond to it. The goal is not to eliminate automatic behavior. That would be impossible. The goal is to recognize when you're operating on autopilot and when you're making deliberate choices. Real freedom may not come from controlling every thought. It may come from becoming conscious enough to choose which thoughts deserve your attention. The moment you notice the program running is the moment you begin taking control of it.